Well, here we are with Unit 3. I'm glad you made it through Unit 2. Uh, the concept of tangibles and intangibles and universal concepts is an important one. They've renamed these over the years. When I started in interpretation back in the 1970s, we called these cross-cultural puncture points. And what that meant was that no matter what country you came from or what civilization you're a part of, these topics you could relate to. Things like food preparation, religious holidays, family and family units, having homes, uh, cemetery services. I mean, all the things that no matter where you're from, you do. You might just do it differently than we do it here, like in the United States. So the concept of tangibles and intangibles is a key part of writing, particularly intangibles, because intangibles are where we get to the emotions and the feelings that people have about certain subjects. For example, this skull is from Mexico, and tangible is a painted skull. The intangible is this is part of the Day of the Dead ceremony. And so for people, when they see these skulls, it has a whole different religious meaning. It relates to their families and their ancestors and part of their Day of the Dead celebrations. The universal concept is how people celebrate different types of religious holidays and even more importantly, some of the religious meanings that artifacts like this might have on a personal level. So thinking about intangibles is really important. And in the handout that you got, I created on writing for real interpretation, there's a lot of examples of tangibles and intangibles and universal concepts. If you read the piece I did on the Jackson Club's Dark Secret in the handout, from a walking tour I helped plan a while back, where we're interpreting different buildings in a historic community. And one of the buildings is the Jackson Club, which is a tangible. The Jackson Club's Dark Secret is the intangible that we think a lot of people can relate to on some personal levels. So you might have a look at some of those examples. The writing assignment is a fairly easy one. I want you to write about a 100-word bit of copy about a topic of your choice. Be mindful of provoke, relate, reveal. You might write the objectives first that you want the piece to accomplish. And then when you write it, I want you to highlight or illustrate for me where you've used the concept of a tangible and an intangible and a universal concept in your writing piece. And then save it as a Word document and then send it on to me as an email attachment to review. Remember, intangibles are the way we really address Tilden's principle of relate, and it's also how we address our emotional objectives that we want interpretation to accomplish, as well as some of our behavioral objectives as well. So this concept is really pretty important. So remember, the Day of the Dead, tangibles, intangibles, universal concepts. And if you have any questions about it, just email me or we can arrange to Skype. But I think it'll be pretty clear. You see these used all the time on television commercials, as well as provoke, relate, reveal, and learn, feel, and do objectives. The intangibles are in every television commercial you watch. In fact, watch some TV commercials, and you'll be able to pick out the intangibles and the universal concepts that they illustrate. So I hope you enjoy this section, and when you're through with it, we'll move on to unit number 4. Have a good one. Bye-bye.